Now, most people reading this passage are most interested in the identity of the 200 million troops. Most people, okay, the question coming out of this passage will be, who are these 200 million troops? Are they human or are they fallen angels? I know that, earlier when I talk about the 200 million, I occasionally use the word fallen angels. So my preferred interpretation, all right? So some people say that they are humans. Some people say that these are angels. One popular interpretation suggests that the 200 million troops are human and they are the Chinese army. They are from mainland China. You're laughing at me because for the longest time, I'm affected or rather influenced by American authors. And America, everything China is bad, right? Correct, So they say, last days, these are the Chinese armies, so they must be human. Now, two reasons are given to support their claim. First, only China has the population to raise an army of 200 million. You think that's true? China, but what about India? Okay, what about India? It's possible, right? It's possible, but because India is not Americans' enemy. That's why they say they are Chinese armies. Second is more theological. Second, these people point to another passage in Revelation chapter 16. So I refer you to Revelation 16 verse 12. The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings of the east. So they point to the reference of river Euphrates. River Euphrates appeared in Revelation chapter 16. It also appeared in chapter 9. Okay, and so they say that, they must be referring, these two passages must be referring to the same event. And so they put a 2 and 2 together and they conclude that the kings of the east must be China. They didn't see the word kings. Okay, kings of the east, China, will marshal 200 million troops to cross Euphrates. This is the way people who claim that these armies are humans and they are the Chinese army, this is how they think. Okay? So, there's a bit of theological basis there. And I know it sounds convincing to some people, except that Revelation chapter 9 and chapter 16 are talking about different things. And there are different events happening at different time. Okay? Revelation chapter 9, where we read about the 200 million, this happened when the sixth trumpet is sounded. Whereas the kings of the east marching across the Euphrates River happened at a later time when the sixth bowl is being poured out. Okay? So, same Euphrates River, but different events occurring at different time. Now, I kept making the point in my previous sermon that the judgments detailed in the book of Revelation are sequential in nature. One happens after another chronologically, except at certain breaks. Okay? At certain breaks when they say, there's other stories embedded in this, but by and large, they are sequential. So the seal judgments will be followed by the trumpet judgments, and after that, you'll be followed by the bowl judgments. And therefore, I cannot accept the argument or the interpretation that the 200 million troops are human beings, and they come from China. Not because I'm Chinese, I want to defend China. I'm a Singaporean, all right? But it doesn't connect with me. Okay, it doesn't connect with me. I take the interpretation that these 200 million troops are angels. They are fallen angels, just like the 4 angels who are bound at the Euphrates River. So I take it as they are angelic beings, fallen angelic beings. Now, look at John's description of them. The horses have heads like lion's head, and their tails are like serpents with heads. Fire, smoke, and sulfur come out of their mouth to kill, and then their tail, okay, can bite. No, not can bite, can wound. Their tail can wound. And John's description of the horses, they are not like the horses that we see in the movies or in farms. They are definitely not normal horses, not ordinary horses. They are supernatural beings, just like the locusts in the first part of Revelation chapter 9.